Today's topic: do women deserve rights? What an insane intro, but I saw a tweet right here that gave me a chuckle. And shout out to my boy Chromafire. You getting cooked for what? Well, he said, he made a tweet. It says, "Talk yo shit, equality." And the image is, because she's a woman, I'm not allowed to fight back? I don't know where the context of this anime is from, but then this is off of another tweet that he's quote retweeting his own tweet. Oh my god, Rudo, calm down. So it looks like Chromafire is getting caught up with Gachakuda. Amazing anime right now. If you're not watching Gachakuda, you are missing out on some peak battle shonen happening right now. Not the best of the best, but I think that Studio Bones is absolutely killing it, and it is, I think, a minimum 8 out of 10 anime worth to check out. So the context is the main character Rudo beats the shit out of this girl named Amo. And you know, a lot of people looked at that scene and say, yeah, you know what, justified, because I don't want to spoil you, but what Amo did leading up to this, it warrants it. She basically put all of Rudo's friends in danger. They could have died. She was doing some fucked up shit. And you know what? She instigated. She enacted the PvP flag, and we're like, bet, let's go in. And then we go in with another tweet saying, because she's a woman, I'm not allowed to fight back. Who remembers stuff like this? Konosuba women's rights. No. Kazuma, right? Kazuma, gender equality. I think that Kazuma, time after time, talks about true gender equality. I think a lot of people, you know, were fond of this true gender equality anime meme from Konosuba, right? Where Megumin is all nasty, so is Kazuma, but Kazuma's not gonna be like, nah, you can't take the shower first. I go in fucking first. There's another moment with MASH, right? MASH, you know, women's rights. No. Whoa. Mash Lay. You remember this one? Basically, gender equality. A girl gets fucking suplexed by a dude because she fucking deserved it. And people love it. Why? Because quite often in real life, whenever you see a man punching a woman, slapping a woman, it's clipped out of context and people will yell domestic violence, misogyny, and whatnot. But then there's also the other side of the coin where women feel entitled that they can get away with like being violent to men because, you know, people are going to side with them, right? Naturally, you're going to side with the girl that you would stereotypically think is, you know, physically weaker in a male and a female relationship. And due to domestic violence and other, you know, historic context surrounding this, people will rally behind women and they feel like they have this buff, the getaway card. You know, the woman's right card, right? And when anime suddenly starts beating the shit out of women who do deserve it, you know, talk your shit. I get it. Oh my god, you missed the point entirely, Lamau, and you missed the point of the joke completely, Lamau. I don't know exactly like what the context of this is or what the context of this is, right? But I'm here to talk to you about like, what's the, like, basically like, if you get punched by a girl, do you think that you should punch her back? Well, let's say like a tiny 5'2" girl, you know, slap me in the face or punch me in the face, and I'm much bigger, and I'm like, I think that if I were to hit back, I'd say valid. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's just like, this is too much. You know, you're like, you're a tiny girl. Like, I don't have to fucking do a haymaker because you fucking punched me. Maybe I'd say fuck off or something, and I would use my discretion. But if anyone decided to basically take an eye for an eye in a situation where you did nothing wrong and they hit you, yeah, I would call that fucking self-defense. And especially in anime, I think it's funny. And then what happens? Let's look at the profile here. All right, let. So we have a Gachakuda account, and hey, shout out to Fragrant Flowers, right? Great romance anime, right? Follow Tunito's girlfriend. She, he, they, 19, Gargingo twin. So you can already kind of tell where we're at with this, but they're very aware within the kitchen here. So, okay. They're coming in saying, I don't think you guys get that equal right equals fight. It's misogynistic, considering it's used as an excuse to hit women. Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If a girl hits you, if a girl instigates PvP on you and you're minding your own business and you fucking slap her back, maybe you even punch her back, you're misogynistic. You hate women. How could you possibly hit a woman that hits you. How could you do this? Why do you hate women like this? It's misogynistic. And what's the funniest thing about this is that history repeats itself. Time after time, you will have the most activists, the most, social justice warrior for whatever marginalized cause coming in and trying to defend this group of people. I think to ignore that women, have been treated like shit, during our history of civilization and they deserve more, equity and rights. If you argue against that, I think you are a misogynist. I think that you are delusional to think that females are treated like males in an appropriate, respective way, and that people have been fighting for those rights over years and years and years. And, there was like the suffrage movement and all that shit I learned back in high school. I understand that. I acknowledge that. But at the same time, these type of people are actually undermining their own position by having such unreasonable, delusional takes such as this, that if you hit a girl back because she hit you, that you're a misogynist. I think this will create actual misogynists. I think people get radicalized by such bad faith, just extreme retardation online that they see, that people who aren't racist, people who are not misogynistic, when they're shown the most extreme, rage bait, or not even rage bait, just retard tweets like this, they are like, you know what? I might just become the villain. Maybe I do hate women. Maybe fuck you if you all think like this, right? This is what I'm saying. You undermine your own cause. You actively make it worse for other women. And it's so stupid. Why would you die on this hill? Why would you genuinely die on this hill and take something Chromafire said about a context of a girl that totally deserved it, right? No matter how much of a difference there is in male and female, if you hit a person, I think they should be able to hit you back. We should be asking, why did you fucking even hit the person from the beginning? What instigated you? You started this PvP fight. Maybe there are instances where it's warranted. Maybe it's like a shitty guy and he deserved it and the woman like slapped him or something. In that context, I'd be like, haha, base. If the guy hit her back, I'd say, whoa, that's fucked up. But at the same time, I mean, hey, you entered the Coliseum, right? You can't just start being violent and not expect other people to be violent against you. To use this woman card, to use this misogyny card, and basically say anyone that acts in self-defense because a woman started it is misogynist, it's so stupid. It's so beyond stupid. And it's crazy. Let's read some of it. And the best part, of course, it's going to be closed replies, right? Because, yeah, it's going to bang with their own specific side of the spectrum, right? Because there's going to be echo chambers anywhere. The fights are equal in the sense that nobody should fight anyone. If you think about the statement from a less shitty perspective, yeah, sure. I think that piece, right? I think that you fucking raise a hand, I'm gonna raise my hand too. I'm not gonna just sit there and not fight back. But in an ideal world, none of us should be fucking being violent. The classic bigotry in the name of being woke. There's nothing woke about this, Like, this is not bigotry. Because she's a woman, I'm not allowed to fight back. I think that, again, if you were, like, if you don't hit a girl back because you think that there is obviously a complete mismatch in, like, body height, weight, and whatever, and you don't want to hit her back, even though she fucking deserves it, I think that's chivalrous. I think that that's gentlemanly. Maybe that bitch deserves it, but maybe, she doesn't. I think that this kind of behavior with, them not taking accountability is going to make the situation worse, but I would understand. But I'd also understand that if you want to hit them back, hey man, equal rights means equal fucking left. I can't believe shit like this is still, debated of people, crying in the flag of fucking misogyny. And again, the more that you do dishonest, the more that you do dishonest shit like this, the more people won't take you seriously and it actively undermines your position.